live here in the studio on the Slam 40. It's John Summit! Hey, John, welcome.
Hey, how we doing, man?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing excellent. I'm excited to be here.
I can imagine last Saturday night you played the legendary Paradiso Church here in Amsterdam. And to quote Faithless, God is a DJ. So how did it feel to play such an iconic venue?
I was actually thinking of opening with a Faithless track, but if it was incredible, man. It was a super cool, intimate venue that was like multiple stories, and it looked like the crowd was having an amazing time. We played at 8 to 5 a.m., which I thought was going to be too late, but they were rocking till the very end, which was awesome.
Yeah, and which song resonated the best with the audience?
Very good question. I closed with Where You Are, the Gorgon City remix, and then I did the encore of Go Back with Julia Church and had her perform it live. And I was a little nervous about that because it ends with drum and bass. And I don't know if you guys love drum and bass here much at all.
We do.
Okay, cool.
It's slowly coming.
Okay, I think so, yeah. And the reaction was awesome.
She was there, right? She was there with you on stage.
Yep, I had her out. I had Paige Cavell and then Cloves for the new record Focus. So it's cool. I think that venue was good to have live singers because they do like bands and everything there too, right?
Oh yeah, man. And Nirvana played there. Wow. One of the most legendary shows they ever did was right there on the stage.
Oh, damn. I'm in good company then. I like that.
Yeah, man, it's fucking cool. And David Guetta actually once said here on the show that the Dutch audiences, especially Paradiso, are the most spoiled audiences in the world because there are so many good DJs from here like Armin, Tiesto, Martin Garrix. We know our dance. So what do you think is the trick to win the Dutch audience over?
Oh, that's a good question. I have a lot of trance-inspired music, and I know trance has always been big here. So having melodies in the music, I think, and just more complicated dance music, not just super simple rinse and repeat stuff. And yeah, I think the bar is pretty high with all the legends that are through here. So I was a little nervous before the show, which I'm normally not. But it worked out in the end.
Man, amazing. I saw some great footage from the show, and I wish to attend it next time for sure. You played Paradiso on Saturday, and now it's Tuesday. So what have you been cooking, doing in Amsterdam, actually?
So Sunday I was recovering because that was a long night, you know. And then I'm just a little bit of a tourist right now. I think it's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. If I could move anywhere, this would be like my top 3, I think. Because in Europe, I really love both here and London, which I just did a bunch of songwriting there last week. And now here, I'm still here doing studio sessions and stuff.
With who?
Meeting up with Abel Balder today, who, he's been on a few big Dutch records as well. And I'm excited. He was at the show too. And so I'm writing a new album right now. So kind of writing everything from scratch, which is fun.
Oh, wow. Already, because you just dropped your latest album.
I know some artists wait like 8 years in between albums and stuff, but I learned so much from the first one. And I just love to always be creating. And now I feel like because the first one's out, there's no pressure anymore. Okay. So it's kind of in the infancy stage of just messing around and seeing what sticks.
All right. We're excited for the new music for sure. Last night, I saw you went to the coffee shop of Mike Tyson.
Yes.
In the Netherlands, we can talk about this for sure. Do you have a good drug story? Maybe in Amsterdam.
A good, I've had a lot of great times at ADE and stuff, that's for sure. I remember my first time here, though. I was like 19, and it was when I was studying abroad in Vienna, and I came here, and it was during King's Day. I had no idea what King's Day was.
Oh, wow.
And so I went to one of the smoke shops, enjoyed myself, walked outside, and everyone was wearing orange, and it was crazy outside, and I had no idea what was going on. So I was very overwhelmed. But that's basically your big national holiday, no?
Yeah. I think it is. Yeah, it's a free day for everyone, and we're gonna celebrate like on all the squares. All the parks are filled with orange people, and we just play really crappy music that day, like or typical Dutch music. No drum and bass on King's Day for sure. But it's coming. It's coming. Who is actually your favorite Dutch DJ? Do you have one?
That's a good question. It'd have to be the legends. Tiesto, who really got me into trance music and just in electronic music in general. Like Delirium, his remix of Delirium Silence is so iconic, and I have a remix of it myself now because it's kind of inspired by that. So and I'm good buddies with him now too. So I guess I'd have to give him the nod.
Do you know him?
Oh, yeah. I talk to Tice all the time. Yeah.
You guys text?
A little bit, yes.
Okay.
Because he's been through everything I've been through, and like he was probably the first really arena level DJ, and I've been doing a lot of arenas and stuff too. So it's he's a good person to talk to about those kind of things.
Yeah. And you recently went to Las Vegas, I believe. He lives there. Did you meet up with Chesto at all?
Yeah, because when we have our sets to line up and everything too, and then I became friends with Martin this year as well too, and went down to Ibiza with him and everything. So yeah, you guys got a good list of DJs, that's for sure.
We would love to hear this, stuff like this. John, I have a gift for you actually.
Oh,
because I feel like we share a loved passion for two guys, or shall I say, two robots.
Yes.
2 years ago, you made this huge mashup opening to your show in Los Angeles.
Nice.
It was your track "Human" alongside Fairy Disco.
Yes.
By
Daft Punk.
By Daft Punk.
The legends.
So I have something for you.
Ooh.
Look at it. I thought this would like to serve as a lucky charm on the road. You can open this.
Oh my goodness.
Or you can put them in your studio, but I would love to give you this. And you can tell what it is.
Let's go. It's Daft Punk as Legos. Come on now.
Yeah, it's the unofficial Daft Punk Lego figures.
I love that.
These are not out yet, but they're for you. And you can...
Thank you so much, man. And I'm a huge fan of Legos, so this is perfect. This is going to be some studio inspiration when I give them a look when I make music.
Right? I was so surprised that you took that Daft Punk track, though, Fairy Disco.
Yeah.
So you know your Daft Punk classics.
Oh, yeah. And then that's like one of the most nostalgic tracks ever for me. And I just wanted to kind of help create an iconic moment for that show. And then the stage design was very Daft Punk inspired too. By
the pyramid.
Yeah, exactly. With the 2007 live sound or stage. And then, because my name's Summit and I kind of like doing kind of a pyramid myself for stage. So I thought it was a cool nod to them.
Right. What is your favorite track by them? Is it that
I think it would be that track. Yeah. I mean, just because every time I hear it, it gives me goosebumps, and like the chord progression and everything on it, it kind of reminds me like a little bit Radiohead, like everything in its right place kind of vibe, which I'm very inspired by that too.
I can see that. Yeah, man. I would love for you. I would love for you to have these guys in the studio with you and on tour. Yeah, maybe they bring some luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
We absolutely love your new track, Focus. We're going to play it in a sec here on the Slam 40. Actually, do you ever feel some kind of pressure to make a track as big as where you are?
So a little bit, and then which is why we kind of followed up with Shiver as well too, and then Halo just is such an incredible talent, has such an incredible voice. But then I was thinking this year, I'm like, do we follow up with something like another big festival anthem like that? And I kind of wanted to go more the indie dance route, which was this track Focus, and I did not expect it to catch on like how it has. It's not like that huge hands in the air kind of thing, but I think it's a special record, and I'm happy about it.
How do you deal with stress in general? What is your trick to relax?
Very good question. You know, I do like to let off steam by having some fun with friends after, shows and stuff like that. Have a few drinks, but then also I'm a pretty balanced person. I mean, me and the team went to Core 40 today, did our like Pilates and whatnot.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so diet and exercise during the week. And then the weekend is the fun stuff.
Right, I can live by that as well. I just mentioned the track Where You Are. It was one of the most played tracks on Slam in 2023. Mm-hmm. Has anyone ever turned that track into a game for you?
Into it? No, I don't know where you're going with this.
I want to play this short game called Where You Are. I'm going to play you 3 short audio clips, cities where you have been. And the question is, where you are.
Okay.
Are you ready?
So this is Amsterdam, I'm guessing?
This is Amsterdam, yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's the correct answer.
It's the bike bell, that's what gave it away.
The bike bell, really?
Yeah.
I think that's the tram, actually.
Oh,
That's our tram bell.
It still worked.
And next city in Where You Are.
This is New York? No, there's a bell. That's tough. Maybe London? I don't know.
It's Chicago.
Oh my God, it's my own city. I forgot that you knew where I'm from. I'm like, there's no way it's that. Wow.
It is Chicago. And the last one, maybe you can score like 1,000 points now.
Ooh. All right, Paris?
It's Paris.
There we go. Yeah. I only got my own own city wrong. Damn it.
But you won the game, though. John, I was wondering, I saw these photos at the Paradiso show, and people are like almost climbing onto the stage to get to you. Has someone ever thrown something at you on stage?
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah, wow. What kind of stuff has been
the
thrown?
last time that happened, someone like threw their phone at me, and I didn't really know what to do with it, so I just kind of like took a selfie video with it and then threw it back. That was kind of a wild thing to throw at me, right? Because I'm like, you need your phone.
That's fucking dangerous, man.
Yeah, they've never like hit me in the head or anything though, which is good. Not yet.
What is your opinion in general on people using their phones at shows?
I don't mind using it for moments and you're capturing a moment of the show. I just don't like when people are living through their phone and just standing there and they like are totally like unimmersed from the show. But like I always take like a video clip of my friends dancing and kind of like hyping each other up. But yeah, I think if it's minimal use, that's cool. But yeah, when people just stop dancing and stand still with it, it's like, what the heck?
Have you ever thought about like mobile free shows? They exist. Medusa is doing it.
Yep. And yeah, another did that at Club Space in Miami, which I thought was really cool. I think in intimate venues, that's the move. So I'm going to try doing that for like when I do like a pop-up like little tour of doing like club shows. But then for like big arenas and stuff, I don't think it really makes too much sense.
Right. I would love to attend a show with no phones at all.
Oh, yeah, it'd be fun. I feel like then you could fully express yourself. Yeah. You're not worried about people kind of, for me especially, every time I go out, then I go on TikTok and there's 100 videos of myself. So I have to always be on guard, I feel.
Are you on your phone a lot?
When I'm by myself and stuff, yeah. But I try to be present when I'm in person with people.
Yeah, that's nice.
So, yeah.
We can have a good conversation now.
Exactly.
You're doing great. You're doing great, actually.
Thank you.
Who do you think is the most famous person in your phone?
Most famous person in my phone? I don't know, to be honest. It's probably just like Diplo, TS, just other DJs, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really hang out with too many people outside of the scene because this is my life, doing electronic music, and it's the best.
It's true. And the last thing I want to ask about your phone, you are still a frequent user of X, Twitter.
Yes.
Have you ever thought about leaving?
I probably should.
Yeah, I don't know if you read about the CEO.
Yeah, and then my managers and stuff probably don't get too happy when I do a drunk tweet late at night or something. But the only reason why I like it is because it's like my personal diary to the world. And if there was a better way to do it in different platforms, I probably would. But yeah.
You haven't found that yet?
No. I know that like there's threads on Instagram, but does anyone use that?
I see all crap all the time. It's even people I'm not following, and I don't understand threads at all right now. So maybe it will get better, and you can hop on that platform. Let's head back to the music, John. Last year, you performed with an entire orchestra.
Yes.
Love the footage of that. And you said that a dream came true that night. Would you ever do like this big movie or video game score? I feel like you're the guy to do that.
Oh yeah. I mean, Hans Zimmer is my goat, and he's like probably my biggest inspiration. So that I think I'll do probably later in my life because I am just still getting better and better with songwriting and composition and all of that. And obviously I'm pretty young, so because I'm 30, young in the grand scheme of things, in my opinion. And so that, especially when I'm like not touring, I think that'll be a fun thing to do later on. But yeah, I love like sound design and everything too. Like Dune 2, I think had the best score. That should win. I don't even think it got nominated though.
For an Oscar?
For an Oscar.
It did. Best picture, and I believe best sound design.
Okay, yeah, so sound design it did. I think the score didn't qualify because the Dune 1 score did qualify, and it was like a copy of it. But yeah, that movie is insane. Watching that in my home theater, it's so much fun.
In your home theater,
Yeah.
Okay. Not to brag.
No,
but, what do you feel like is the best movie soundtrack of all time? Is it something about from Hans of?
Yeah, I mean, all his stuff is so good too. Because then you think like Interstellar, Inception, and then, but Harry Potter though I think has the best. I forget who's the guy's name. John Williams.
Yeah.
And I saw the behind the scenes of making of that and just mind blowing because he did Star Wars too, right?
He did Star Wars as well. Yeah.
So he's right up there too.
Is there already a John Summit movie in the works or a documentary? Actually, maybe it's being filmed right now.
Oh yeah. The documentary has actually been being filmed for a while now, for over. Before people would even consider of me doing a documentary, because I kind of have had this huge grand plan master scheme.
So when will it be out then?
Probably like, I don't know, the story is still not written, so I think it'd be at least 10 plus years.
Yeah, I feel that. Yeah, and people who make documentaries always tell that you you will know where the documentary is about during the edit process. Then you will see like the story in there.
Exactly.
So you are just filming a lot now?
Exactly. We're filming a lot. We have a vlog. It's kind of like Martin Garrix has that one TV show vlog thing. So it's very inspired by that a little bit too. So yeah, and then just like fans love to see like what happens day to day, like outside of just the shows and stuff too, which I think it's always fun.
We know that there are a lot of aspiring producers, composers and DJs listening to Slam. We are the #1 dance station here in the Netherlands. As someone who literally quit his soul-sucking job and invested his own money to chase his dream to make it, what is your advice for these young guys and girls listening now?
Is to always keep pushing and don't get discouraged and don't listen to people who tell you can't do it, because there's so many avenues to make it in the music industry, for example, and it doesn't have to be being like a famous DJ. I mean, from everything from like mixing, mastering, engineering to, you know, being like songwriting and then, or, you know, being part of the media team or management and all this stuff. And I really kind of love it all. But then obviously if you want to be a big stage performer, being an artist is the move. And then really being in control of your own art and music. But yeah, just always be making music, always be sending other DJs. And it's stations like this that helped me get the popularity to bring me out to other countries. So I appreciate it.
Slam is always there for everyone listening right now and making music. Please send your stuff over. John, while we wrap things up here, more than 15,000 people were looking for tickets this weekend to your show in Paradiso. Wow. And it can like keep 1,200 people or something. When will you be back in the Netherlands?
Wow, I didn't know that. That's a fun stat. I think I'll be back. The plan is ADE. I can't say anything yet, but have some special things planned. And I want to bring my label party over here too.
You should.
But I love it so much here. Now that I'm like writing music out here, like I'm going to be back soon. That's for sure.
Okay, John. And finally, what was your New Year's resolution again? You said it on social media.
Why did I say it online? I forget.
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
I probably already failed it. Tell me what it was.
I'm going to make the sound. You can guess it.
Oh, is the sleep more?
Sleep more. So I have one more gift for you. This will be nice in the plane and in the cars, like the first Slam pillow.
Oh, nice. I need this.
It's so fluffy.
I'm about to do like a 10-hour flight back to Miami, so this will be much needed.
Now you can rest your head on the official Slam pillow.
Yes.
Thank you, John. You have been one of the most played DJs on the station for the past couple of years, and let's continue.
Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that.
Nice to meet you, John Summit.